The highly anticipated report scathing in its scope and detail, accusing freshman Congressman George Santos of seeking to, quote, fraudulently exploit every aspect of his House candidacy for his own personal financial profit. It says he deceived donors, reported fictitious loans, and apparently used campaign dollars for his own personal use, pointing to questionable payments for, among other things, Botox treatments and hotel stays. Democratic Congressman Dan Goldman and Richie Torres teamed up earlier this year to file an ethics complaint against Santos, who represents Queens and Nassau counties.
I was expecting to see lies and misrepresentations. I was not expecting necessarily to see the degree to which he was blatantly embezzling and using campaign funds for his own benefit.
In a statement, Santos blasted the report as a, quote, disgusting politicized smear, and in a reversal from just weeks ago, announced he will not seek re-election, writing, "My family deserves better than to be under the gun from the press all the time."
Hey, Kevin.
The report says Santos has brought severe discredit upon the House, but it stopped short of calling for his expulsion. Two past efforts to boot him have failed. But some lawmakers who previously voted against removing him, including Staten Island's Nicole Malliotakis, are now on board. Malliotakis writing, "I believe it's not enough for Santos to simply say he won't seek re-election. He should immediately resign or be expelled." Expulsion requires a 2/3 vote of the House, meaning many Republicans would have to join in voting to remove him. Representative Nick LaLota, whose district borders Santos's district and has backed expulsion, made this case for his fellow Republicans.
Many of my colleagues wanted to hang their hat on something more substantive, either a guilty plea, a guilty finding by a judge or a jury, or some sort of ethics committee finding. I think this is what they were looking for. We should expel Santos expeditiously so that voters have a chance to have fair representation in Washington. We can't have that until George Santos is no longer a member of Congress.
Now, Casey, a few loose ends to tie up here. One thing is during this whole process, Santos has repeatedly said to reporters here on the Hill, including me, that he was cooperating with the investigation. The committee takes a bit of an issue with that notion, saying that he was given the opportunity to voluntarily come in and talk to them. He was given the opportunity to testify under oath and did not take those opportunities. We also notably heard from Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, a Republican, new in the role. He said, in part via a spokesperson, the Speaker has reviewed the report and its very troubling findings. As members from both parties, members of the Ethics Committee and Representatives Santos returned to Congress after the Thanksgiving break, Speaker Johnson encourages all involved to consider the best interest of the institution as this matter is addressed further. So not necessarily kicking him out off the table. Of course, it is also worth noting, Casey, that this is just one instance in the Santos fallout. He is also, of course, facing those 23 counts in a federal indictment, and that's set to go to court in September.
All right, a story that's far from over. We know you'll continue to track it for us. Kevin Frey reporting from our nation's capital tonight. Kevin, thank you so much.